Hey everyone, Once Bitten here with a battle report between my Beastmen and a Savage Orc army. This is going to be a very short report, and some of the pictures are going to be off. Just bear with me on this. I, um, I recently finished painting a model, and so I changed the settings on my camera to take close-up pics and forgot to change them back. So a lot of the pictures are awful. So I took most of them out. But anyway, battle for the pass. I forgot to take a picture for deployment, so this is actually after Beastman turn 1. Go through his list. The army is themed. Everything is Savage Orcs, except for some river trolls. So Savage Orcs on the left, some Savage Orc Boar Boys, and there's a level 2 caster in there. The boar looks slightly different than the other ones. Don't even know the lore he took. Didn't come up. Some more Savage Orcs, some more Boar Boys. This one has his general in there. Don't know his kit except that he is tough as nails. Some river trolls, and then a horde of Savage Orcs. In there he's got a level 4. With the Lucky Shrunken Head, and his BSB I think has Armor of Destiny. So I've got some Senegors, 6 of them down here on the right, just because I've never taken them. A horde of Gore. I've got my BSB in there, and I went ahead and gave him the Beast Banner, so he is very, very fragile. I've got a big bus of Gore, and my Great Brave Shaman is with them. Harpies, look on the far right. There's a Chariot, a Razor Gore, and let's go for the close-up. So I'll post some pictures somehow of him painted. This one didn't turn out wonderfully, but very happy with how he turned out. I brought him pretty much naked. He has a Dispel Scroll, so he's somewhat fragile. I've got a Bestigor Horde. I've got a Doombull, which I've never used. I gave him the 1-up rerollable armor save. Every one gives him an extra attack. Plus he has Always Strike First at Initiative 6, and so he'll be re-rolling missed to hit rolls at Strength 6. And then if you have a ward save, because I think he'll chew through most armor saves, you'll have to re-roll successful ward saves. So it seems like a pretty nasty build on him. Really curious how he turns out. And then down at the bottom I've got a Razor Gore Chariot, which is obviously it's kind of proxied. I always use Dragon Ogres for Razor Gores, but I haven't decided if I like it or not, so I thought I'd just proxy something and play with it a little bit. So like I said, I moved up on my turn. He moved up, as you can see. The 2 units to the left that hung back is because one of them failed animosity and then squabbled with the other one, so they stood there flinging poo at each other. Otherwise, he moves up, as you can see. I think this horde also failed animosity, surged ahead, and had to declare a charge against my Doombull and failed the charge, which was totally fine. My plan with the Doombull is to charge him into this frenzied unit, because there's so many high-strength attacks. I need their first turn to be done before I bring anything else in there. So he could have charged me. I would have been just fine with that. Sorry for the blurry picture. Beastman turn 2. I tried to dual charge my BSB, the big horde unit. Even though it looks like it's far away from his general's unit, if you measured it from nearest corner to nearest corner, the distance wasn't that bad. So my thinking was, hey, let's get in there with my +4 strength banner and take care of his general's unit, and failed to charge. The Razor Gore is going in there in support. He's the only one that made it, so he's gonna get massacred. Here on the other side, I charged my Doombull into his Savage Orcs, the Bestigors into his River Trolls. I thought I could wheel around and be face to face with his River Trolls, and then overrun either in the flank of the Savage Orcs or into his general's unit, the flank. But it turns out I couldn't make the wheel, and so all I could do was go forward and then wheel to my left and clip him, and then he aligned to me. So when I declared the charge, this was not my intent. I wanted my Bestigors way down towards the rest of my lines, and I wanted my Doombull just to hold up his big horde forever. But anyway, that's how it had to work out. So I did the Doombull battle first, because I thought the Bestigors might be the River Trolls, and I did not want the Bestigors into this combat first round. So I sent my Doombull in there, and he is freaking amazing. I mean, his poor Savage Orcs had 3 attacks each on the front rank, plus 3 ranks worth of them. All had to go against this guy. 1-up rerollable, saved every single one. He ended up doing, I think, 8 wounds to these guys. He started off Frenzy. You can see my Frenzy markers down there. He's now at double Frenzy. So then I fought the River Troll combat, almost a pillow fight, beat him through combat res, ran him down, and then came into here. Knowing that might happen, I gave him +1 strength and toughness, the Bestigors. So on the next turn, even though he'll be down to strength 4, my guys will be up to toughness 5, and I think I'm going to chop through him. So this list I've always struggled against, and this unit alone I've always struggled against. and the Doombull was absolutely the perfect solution to it. Now, I did not build this list I didn't build my list with these Savage Orcs in mind. I didn't know who I was going to play, but I'm telling you, he was perfect. Man of the match. It was awesome. His general's unit easily beat my Razorgore and had to overrun, and so he sits like this. So we go to the next turn. Obviously nothing changes here. His general's unit failed Animosity and squabbled, which is just amazing. The other Boar War unit and one of his Savage Orcs unit got into my Horde of Gore with the +1 Strength banner. I was worried about it, but he was worried about it. So I'm kind of curious about that battle. We go over here and just chopped him up. First of all, his Frenzy was gone. So my Doombull actually, I think, didn't do quite as many wounds, but he still did 6 or 7 wounds on these guys. Bestigors came in. He received very few wounds because he was only Strength 4, and so my Toughness 5 made it tough to wound my guys. Chop through them. At the end of combat, we didn't even remove the models. He had almost nothing left with this unit, easily down below 25%. At that point, my opponent conceded. We didn't even roll for the battle at the top. I'm not sure I would have conceded because you just never know what might happen. He could have won the battle at the top, and he would have had one flank. I would have had the other. He might have been frustrated. I think he felt that the Doombull build was somewhat cheesy, and it might be. I have become a big fan of the Doombull over the course of one very short game. So it ended on turn 2 with the early concession. So sorry I didn't have a better or longer battle report, but especially because it was a new build. I wanted to go ahead and throw it up here so you could see how the Doombull played out. I will certainly be bringing him in the next few lists, and we'll probably keep doing it unless I find a real weakness to bringing him, or if my opponents start, if there's a consensus that it's too cheesy, then I might take him out again. So anyway, that's this one. Hope you enjoyed it.